Our next assignment is our Bible study, and Sister Carlotta Harrington and Sister Cecile Clark will handle this for us. So let's give them our attention.
All right, Cecile, the morning staff meeting should be starting soon. So let's finish this last part before the team comes. Do you still have time?
Yes, I do.
Great. So let's continue on the point 7, make time for prayer. And it says, sometimes we may get so busy that we forget to pray. How important to Jesus was prayer? Can you read Matthew 14:23 and Mark 1:35, and then we'll discuss these questions.
Okay. So Matthew chapter 14, verse 23 says, after sending the crowds away, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone. And Mark chapter 1, verse 35 says, early in the morning, while it was still dark, he got up and went outside and left for an isolated place. And there he began praying.
Thank you for that. Okay, so based on the scriptures we just read, what did Jesus do to make time for prayer?
Well, based on the scriptures, he prayed when he was able to be alone, either late in the evening or, as it says there, very early in the morning.
Very good. Whenever we have a moment of silence, we can use that time to pray. So what do you think these verses tell us about Jesus and prayer? And what are some key words or phrases that jump out at you that relate to our main point here?
Okay, well, it seems like Jesus made a point to set aside time to pray, even if it meant going off by himself to do it, or the fact that he did this both in the morning and in the evening, that helps us to see that he was consistent in his prayer and it was part of his routine.
Yes, exactly. The key words here are set aside and consistent routine. So Jesus recognized the importance of taking time out to connect with Jehovah. And if Jesus, who was busy teaching and healing, made time for prayer, how much more should we?
I agree with that. That's a great point. But, it's not always easy to find time to pray when, our schedules are very busy.
That's true. But it doesn't have to be a long, elaborate prayer. Just a quick word of thanks or a simple request for guidance can be enough to center our thoughts on God. And we can find a few minutes here and there throughout the day to do so. So, thinking about the next question in this lesson, when you look at your schedule, when could you find time to pray?
Well, my day gets very busy, but I am sure that I can find a few moments of quiet time, especially in the morning before I send the kids off to school. So I could use some time then before my day gets busy.
That's a great point, and a great place to start, Cecile. Just as you, my day also gets a bit hectic. So I've noticed the best time for me to get my prayer in is while I'm on the train heading into the office.
Okay. Yes, well, I think I can definitely make some more time or make some effort to find time to pray.
It's a great reminder for all of us. Why don't we look at the picture and see what opportunities the sister found to pray?
Okay. Well, I noticed in the picture that she found some time before, as soon as she got out of bed, she said a prayer to Jehovah. She found some time before the kids went off to school. And while she was working, she took a moment to say a prayer there. And even before her meal at the table here, she took the time out to maybe say thank you to Jehovah for the food and her day.
Perfect. Yeah. So let's move on to the next section. Some people say prayer is just a mental crutch. What would you say?
Now, I believe that prayer is very beneficial. It's a way of connecting to our God, Jehovah, and our Creator.
Yes, fabulous. I hear voices down the hall.
Mm.
Let's wrap this up so we can grab some coffee before the meeting starts.
Sounds great to me.